फ़लस्तीन से सहाफ़ी हैं हैथम नसीर साहब। हैथम नसीर साहब, बहुत शुक्रिया आपके वक्त का। इफ़ यू कैन स्पीक इन उर्दू, दिस विल बी बेटर। तो मुझे बताइएगा कि वहाँ पर अभी सूरत हाल है क्या, आप लोग क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं यूएन का जो आज इजलास हो रहा है उससे और OIC के इजलास से?
Yes, as I mentioned in the preparation for this show, I'll speak in English.
Okay, it's
In
okay. You can
brief,
speak in English.
there is no much expectations from both meetings from Palestinians because Palestinians have seen what kind of results come out of such meetings. These meetings mainly are to maintain the images of the countries who are participating, but it does not make any progress. We have seen even a statement did not pass in the Security Council or in the UN in the last few days because of the American influence in the UN. In OIC, we expect a lot of statements. Maybe there will be calling for ceasefire or something of humanitarian aid, but not much more than that. Condemnation and maybe calling for international community to play its role. But Palestinians don't expect much from OIC. Because of that, you have seen what Palestinians have done in the streets, because they have, to some great extent, gave up on any support from the other countries, despite the fact that people in the other countries have supported to great extent what Palestinians are doing, but the governments are not doing much.
Okay.
Mr. Haitham, you are in Palestine right now. What's the situation there?
No, I'm not in Palestine. I'm in Islamabad, but I'm originally from Palestine.
Okay.
The situation there is divided into three areas. One is Al-Quds or Urushalim, which is the holy mosque and the area around it, which is international. Under international law, it's not decided which side it should go till now. And the other two areas are Gaza and the West Bank. Okay, so in Al-Quds and in the other cities of which are all under occupation of Israel, the situation is clashes between the Israeli forces and the Palestinian civilians in different cities about daily life issues. While in West Bank, there are also clashes between the Israeli army and the civilians of Palestinians who are demonstrating to support Gaza. In Gaza, the situation is total war crime because the Israeli military is using all types of forces to attack the civilians in Gaza as a response to the rockets which were fired by Hamas. The Palestinians used those rockets only to defend their mosque, their holy mosque of Masjid al-Aqsa, and to send the message that if you attack the Palestinians in that area, you are attacking all the Palestinians. But Israeli government took the decision to launch a war against the Palestinians in Gaza, which were under siege for more than 12 years now. So those Palestinians inside Gaza were locked totally. It was the largest open-air prison in the world for more than 12 years. No access to medical care, no access to food. We can't.
Haitham, obviously these are hard times for Palestinians. How people are reacting, because we saw on social media little kids, they have anger, aggression. How they are reacting?
Palestinians in Gaza, they are humans like any humans. They are facing this with a lot of pain, a lot of suffering between families, but at the same time they are showing their strength that this fight is our fight for our land, and we are here to stay. We are not leaving anywhere, and we are here to fight this fight until we win it, because Palestinians are the people who were cornered in a situation that we have nothing to lose except our lives. We'll fight until we get our lands back. So this is the situation. There were wars against Palestinians before, and again this is another war. On a humanitarian level, of course, every family which is losing a kid or losing an adult, they are in pain. they are seeing a situation which nobody have seen before, because this is a war zone from one side. You have one side which is one of the highest equipped military in the world, attacking civilians in a locked area.
Okay.
The only thing that they are defending themselves with are some rockets which are hardly disturbing Israeli daily life, but they are not causing the same pain or losses in lives, which we can say there is an improvement of how the Palestinians are defending themselves in this war specifically, but still we cannot say it's a match for the military equipments of the Israeli army, and that's why Palestinians are suffering more.
Okay,
but when you have nothing,
what government is doing to make the people to be united, to stay strong?
What people?
Palestinian
there are a lot
people.
of initiatives. There are a lot of initiatives. First of all, the support that Palestinians got from Palestinians outside Gaza, or from the countries around, or even from Pakistanis. I have received a lot of messages thanking Pakistanis for all of their support on social media and in other forms, because it reaches to the people inside Gaza. We can see how much, at least on social media, we can see how much Pakistanis are interacting with Palestinian issues. This goes also for Jordanian people, for Egyptian people, for a lot of nations which stopped from day one with Palestinians. This is one of the reasons of the moral support, that people do not feel that they are alone, which was not the case in 2014. There was much less support from regional and international community.
Okay.
This is one factor. Second factor is that this war, Palestinians have a better chance of negotiating with the Israelis for better terms, because as you have seen, Palestinians in West Bank are moving, and the Palestinians under the occupation in the Green Zone area, Palestinians in Gaza at the same time. This is making much more pressure on the Israeli government, which had also political struggle internally to form their government for the last 4 years, which makes a better situation for Palestinians in terms of political negotiation. But in terms of humanitarian suffering, nobody has suffered more than Palestinians in this war.
Okay. Haitham Nasir, thank you so much for your time.
Palestinians in Gaza at the same time. This is making much more pressure on the Israeli government, which had also political struggle internally to form their government for the last 4 years, which makes a better situation for Palestinians in terms of political negotiation. But in terms of humanitarian suffering, nobody has suffered more than Palestinians in this war.
Okay. Haitham Nasir, thank you so much for your time.